I'm 30 and at work and I can't pretend this is a good life. I'm not living. I'm just existing. Work takes up 80 of my time and energy. My free time consists of chores and instant gratification of entertainment and cheap food. Doing something I have no interest in beyond getting paid and having it take so much time and energy is killing me mentally. I feel this on an emotional level. I wish I could do more other than say you aren't alone in feeling this way, bud. It isn't meant to be this way at all. I would love the 4-day-a-week work approach some people were suggesting to bring more work-life balance and harmony to employees. Literally me at work trying to talk myself down because I have to be here for 6 more hours. I feel like I don't actually live at all, I just go through the motions every day because I'm so burnt out. I still don't get how we are not revolting. I just want some time to myself and a bit of extra income to do things I love. How is anyone dealing with this? Life is a constant struggle. I barely have anything and I constantly get slapped with fees, fines, taxes and bills. What the fuck is the point? Just came back from a week-long vacation. I'm supposed to be feeling recharged and ready to go, but I feel ops sentiment stronger now than ever. Some days I just sit and wish for a giant gamma ray burst takes out all of us. There is so little ability to enjoy anything in this life because every bit of life is about working anymore. If it makes you feel better, I'm 54 in a job I hate with no hope of owning a home or retiring. The future's so bright I need to be inebriated. I hear you. It really is a struggle for me some days. Right now sitting at my desk I just want to sleep. I have zero motivation to get back on the hamster wheel most days. I think work used to be able to fund whatever dumb endeavors you had. Now work just sustains life. Money doesn't go as far. And sitting in a cubicle or in a production line to sustain life is way shittier than farming in my opinion. Zombie life. A lot of us feeling the same thing unfortunately. Look at the mental health and obesity statistics in the US. I've become obese because I eat for the quick dopamine fix. Can't afford to buy a home or save for retirement, but I can afford garbage fast food and soda, so that's what I've done. When I was younger and worked part-time I hung out with friends all the time and had hobbies. Now I endlessly scroll on Reddit and watch YouTube most of the time. Helps keep the 99 in check. Damn, did I black out and post about my life on Reddit again? And you're expected to feed into the beast pyramid scam system and continue it into the next generation. Many people who work a 40-50 hour week have roughly 50 of their paycheck go solely to rent. It's soul crushing. Worst part is this is exactly what parents want for their kids. Honestly, a wave of this exact feeling just came over me at lunch. It's so fucking depressing. Fun fact: one of the early really big and successful workers' movements was to regulate the length of the working day just so workers wouldn't spend literally all their time at work. Time off work is just as important as wages. Of course, now, those regulations hardly count for shit and modern commutes mean it hardly matters if you're only formally at work for 8 hours, you still work a lot in your off hours to get to and from. A lot of you still have 10, 14 or more hour workdays if you count the commutes and everything you have to do in your off hours to be ready for work. And people still have children, knowing this is most likely what their life will be like. It's depressing to think that this has become the norm nowadays, especially in the US. I am extremely sorry for full-time college students my age that also work 2 jobs just to keep themselves afloat. This generation, millennials, Gen Z, are the most overworked and depressed and gain absolutely nothing from it. Organize a national strike, doesn't have to be a single sector. I'd feel the same way, but coming home to a loving wife every day and her to me, vice versa, keeps me going. I guess what I'm trying to say is life is long and hard, but most of all lonely. Find someone to love. Fast food Netflix keeps the paws on the hamster wheel. I work 37 hours a week and I'd work less if I could. It'll be even worse at 44. Maybe it's time to start examining your wants and options before 14 more years of that blur by. X1000. This is the bad place. I now only work 24 hours a week at my company in the UK. It's been so empowering, it's unbelievable even to me. My workplace hates the fact that I turn down extra hours and that I'm not their wage slave. I don't even care about the money. I get to do what I want more often now. The other day I was scrolling Reddit and saw a funny onion post about a stellar flare hitting Earth in the next 10 years and it would take out the internet for over a year. Personally, I thought if it happened that I'd be okay. I wouldn't mind it at all if all of a sudden all I had to do was live how I wanted to live. Trade some of my garden foods for meat from a local farmer and just enjoy life. I feel like I have to play certain games daily just to not fall behind. I wouldn't have to worry about that anymore. Spend my whole life working to afford to live, just to not have enough time or energy to live. Feel like I'm in Groundhog's Day and am just living the same day over and over again. This is what the owning class wants most of the population to be like. Basically biological robots. When are we all going to wake up and finally revolt against these greedy, disgusting corporations and the corrupt government that gives them all the leeway and power while taking away more and more of our rights as workers and as living, breathing people? Welcome. It sucks here. But do enjoy the snacks. Family. Medieval peasants had family and shitload of celebrations and holidays. Humans will always have work to deal with. It's the loneliness and boredom that kills you. So much, yes. I make just enough to pay bills, eat, take care of my kids, and that's it. I try to read books, watch a series once in a while on Netflix, though that's too much to afford soon as well. Or go for a jog at night if I get up the gumption. But I can't save anything hardly. It just seems I'm going through the motions, speechless face. Yes. This is pretty common. And this is why I take my little blue pills sertraline every day. I can either laugh or I can cry, and I'd prefer to laugh, albeit bitterly. If I don't take my meds I get choke slammed by my depression several times a month by the weight of it all. About to be 39 and it's been this way since I was 16. Dying slowly. We need a global revolution. Mom, that's life, me no. It's delaying death. Welcome to the cult called corporate greed slavery. We are only here to make others rich. Mentally I am exhausted, especially with transit commutes. 2 hours combined a day. There's a lot of people here just not getting what OP is saying. It has nothing to do with work satisfaction or only being able to meet up with friends on the rare occasion. I feel what they are saying to my core, fuck work period. Doesn't matter the job. Work is something that takes time out of my day that I could literally spend doing anything else. I would rather lay on my couch and watch 24 hours of Seinfeld reruns than go to any job ever. I wish my time was my own and not some bullshit company that could fire me at a moment's notice because they didn't like the shape of my head that day. Remote work relieved some of these feelings for me. I am trying very hard to find a fully remote position again. I bought a bicycle and took up riding as a hobby. It may sound dumb, but it's had a very positive impact on my mood. I feel the same way about my job. Modern slavery. I feel much the same way. I am working every day against my own will. Welcome to adulthood in the States, is it right? Hell no, but it's definitely become the norm. We've got to do something about it too. But what? Same. People always tell me to find your dream job, but I do not dream of labor. Same. And my GF keeps bashing me for not knowing whether I want kids or not. But having kids most likely means being stuck at work for at least 20 more years, and there's no way in hell I'm doing that.